Hello, I'm CammyG, and welcome back to our Fortnite Save the World quest videos. So we are in Ventures once more, and we are on a Repair the Shelter in 108+. So the actual quest is to do a group mission. So any group mission in a 108+. Now, I'm 117, so I wanted to avoid doing a higher one. I like Repair the Shelter as well, so I figured we'd do this one and hopefully find some teammates as well, which is usually easy when you get to the top end of Ventures because everyone's wanting to do the 4-player missions because of the rewards. You know, shocking. If you saw our last video, you'll know how I feel about people going to missions higher than they should and, you know, it being harder with it being 4-player and so on. Oh, we finished our billboards though. So yeah, it can be a bit annoying, you know, having people come in that aren't, you know, prepared to build or repair the shelter, or, well, any mission, I guess, you know, build defenses. They just come in thinking that their Teddy will deal with everything, which, you know, you can get away with sometimes if everyone's got a good Teddy build or something, but, you know, you get to the point where you have, like, flingers, lobbers, and you need a lobber shield or anti-air traps. In fact, we have healing death burst on this mission, which is really going to make it more difficult than it needs to be. So yeah, maybe we should have waited for a different mission. We'll give it a go. That's actually, I'm using a fire weapon at the moment. We should, oh, for God's sake. Oh, let me, whoa, what happened to, did you see that guy? I need to set up some nature weapons. Let's put that there. Super shredder actually we'll put there. Put that. And then a shotgun. Do we have a shotgun that's nature? Got that one. Which will do. Alright, can we see any bots from here? They will have spawned now. So there should be some near the objective. Need to find one real quick. Whether it be me or a teammate, but okay, someone found some. Thank goodness for that. So they're all at the same side of the map, which is not really a good idea. You know, when you're looking for the C-bots, you want to be spreading out really to cover more area. So I'm not sure why they've all just gone to the same place. That seems pretty silly to me. But let's check the other side of the map. See if we can find some over here somewhere. They might more spawn in the middle of the city just because we are in a mission where the shelters spawn in the middle of a city. So the bots that we have to pick up are probably going to spawn there as well. Oh, I didn't even see that. I was just coming over here for the frog. That worked out nicely. Oh, well, the other guys are doing well, though. We're on 6 out of 8 already. Ooh, there's one. That'll bring us to 7, and then hopefully someone else can find... We'll obviously keep looking. I don't stop looking until we get all 8. See, it looks like this guy's probably checked over here already, but it doesn't hurt to check again. Because, you know, people can miss stuff. Get a nice little safe there as well. Any weapons worth getting from here? Maybe the bow? Not the best bow out there, but you know, it's better than Newt. Ah, okay, we found all modules, nice. So now we need to go back to the objective and build. And preferably out of metal this time, because we know it's going to be water enemies. So let's see what we can do. Do we have any sort of basements nearby that we can knock enemies into as well? So over here, for example, does this building have a basement? Now, this is another thing where, like, our pickaxe isn't really upgraded, so destroying floors like this becomes a very difficult task for us. Ah, there's no basement. So that's kind of annoying. Would have been nice to have somewhere to drop the enemies. You know? Definitely makes the mission a lot easier if you can do that. Let's get a build going around the objective, though. We need this. And no one else has bothered yet. So let's get this going. Like so. Kill that guy real quick. There's potential that this might have a basement underneath. You can sometimes tell by how much the tile you're hitting moves, but you know, it's not always as easy. But yeah, it looks like this is going to be quite difficult to defend then, but thankfully with it being a repair the shelter, we only have to defend it for 4 minutes, which is a lot easier than if we were doing a different mission, obviously. But as I say, the modifier is to heal enemies when the enemies die, which is going to make this a lot difficult. A lot more difficult, I should say. Because that doesn't really make sense on its own. A lot difficult. We also don't want to get up to the top of the building here, so what I'm going to do is just... we want to go about this. I don't want to give them a way up. We also want to upgrade the metal down here, though, so I'll just do that as well before we head up. Now, I don't want to be the only person building on this, because if you saw the previous video, you'll know that we carried, and I hate having to carry over and over again. I don't mind doing it every now and again, but if it's in every mission, I start getting really annoyed and stopping wanting to play the game, or at least playing it public. I just go into a hibernation mode where I just go into private lobbies by myself and don't ever have people join, because I don't find it fair. You know, it's not fair if you are doing all of the work. So I'll build a little bit around this, but as I say, I'm not doing everything, and if we fail the mission because they aren't helping out, then we fail the mission. You know, I'll just accept it. Is what it is. Let's get some anti-air traps up here. So we have 13 of them. I'm just going to go for 4, and then maybe one in the middle. As I say, I don't want to use up all my stuff. It's not worth using up all my stuff if these guys aren't going to help. I'm actually really, really annoyed that no one's come over to build. Like, are they really just relying on teddies and stuff? Or what's going on here? We have a 90 and a 93 in this mission as well. Of course. As I say, everyone takes advice from the other YouTubers on here that say, you know, just join into the high level. Don't. That's such bad advice. You're going to end up failing half your missions and you're wasting your time. And this guy's clearing a building that's nowhere near the objective. Ah, people are weird. The reason I'm staying up here, by the way, is I just wanted to upgrade the roof. We probably want to upgrade the outside stuff as well, so I'm just waiting for that. Now we can do that. I'm not going to upgrade it to level 3 because someone else should be, as I say, using their material to be doing this. It shouldn't all rely on me. That's not fair on me at all. Just going to craft some more of these. I mean, these aren't even really high enough level traps to deal with the enemies. It'll stagger them a bit, but it's not going to kill anyone. But you know, no one else is helping with traps, so we're just going to have to deal with it. So let's see. Probably going to put some floor traps as well, but you know. Let's see. Do we have any floor traps? We'll craft some of these. Going to use a lot of planks though. But I guess I'm just going to at the corners do this. Just to stop enemies from getting into those areas. Like this. Oh, I didn't mean to place that on. I can see this going horrifically. We'll see how it goes.
Installation of parts will pause while the shelter is under attack.
Alright. And then over here.
A module has been installed. The shelter is now stronger.
And now we can place the floor spikes down. I mean, these are probably going to get destroyed or something, because they're not, you know, the floor's not leveled up. Even the walls around the objective aren't level 3, but as I say, I'm not using up all my materials for these randomers that aren't even helping to build. Like, that's not fair on me, so I ain't going to do that. This is just turning into a rant about public lobbies pretty much at this point, which I do plan on making a video about that. I don't know if it'll be out yet, because it really does bother me. You know, like, we have a game where it's supposed to be cooperative, it's supposed to be teamwork based, and people just scrounge off everyone else. It's really not fair. So yeah, as I say, I want to make a video about that at some point. Whether that's out yet or not, not sure, because this is potentially a video quite down the line. But yeah, we're about to get attacked here, and I think we're probably going to lose. So let's see what happens. This will be interesting to see. A 4-player mission as well, so we're going to get loads of enemies. Try and get rid of these guys, but they will be healing themselves as I'm shooting them. Maybe if I use the super shredder instead. A good way to deal with exploders, by the way, if they're far enough away from the objective, just shoot the barrel and blow them up. It will kill them most of the time, or at least deal a lot of damage. Thankfully, we're not getting too many enemies spawn here. Ooh, the super shredder coming in clutch though, absolutely huge damage. So thankfully, it is a 4-minute mission, so if the enemies do make it towards the objective, we should be alright. For the most part. I mean, we're not going to be invulnerable, of course. But, you know, it gives us plenty of time to hold off the enemies. And strangely enough, this is a 4-player mission, but we're not really getting that many enemies spawn. I wonder why. Did these guys know? Is that why they've not built defenses? I don't know. Ooh, we have a trap vulnerable guy as well. Let's get him in here. And then put some broadsides down. Let's keep him busy. Oh, he is going to break through that wall. He's trap vulnerable, my guy. We don't all need to be in here. We don't all need to be in here. I've got it sorted. This is what another thing I hate about public lobby is, like, you don't put it on the wall he's attacking, because he's just going to break it. Well, I've just put a trap there. Another lesson for you guys: if you do have a trap vulnerable enemy and you are placing traps down, don't place a trap on the objective wall, because they will just they're going to break that wall. That's the wall they're going to be aiming at, you know. You want to place it on the wall away from that, or to the side, as I did there with the broadsides. Definitely don't place it on the objective wall. I mean, if you are building properly anyway, you probably will have a trap on the objective wall. Preferably something like wall spikes with healing, because in that situation it would have held him off a bit longer. He would have taken damage from that, because it, you know, bounces the damage back. So that would have been effective, but, you know, I don't have traps leveled up that high yet, because I am just still in Blankerton. So obviously, if we're relying just on my traps here, which is the case because no one else placed anything down, then it takes a bit longer to kill him. But it was still fairly easy, a lot quicker than, you know, a non-trap vulnerable boss. But yeah, thankfully we were able to get this mission done. I was skeptical. For some reason, we're not getting many enemies spawn. I guess it's just the type of spawn we got, with exploders and nurses. It's very strange. I am curious to see if we spawned in this mission again, would we get the same enemies? Or is it... I feel like it must be random. If we'd have got a spawn with, like, flingers, lobbers, and loads of small enemies, I think we'd have been, you know, screwed. I don't think we would have been able to do it. Thankfully, we didn't. Whoa! I gotta try to target us with that. So yeah, we've done it. I mean, at least I showed off what sort of build you should be going for, and yeah, I don't know. I guess just look out for this specific quest when you have this mission in Ventures, because it's super easy to do when you do. Look out for Repair the Shelter 4-player mission in a 108, because apparently the spawns are just super easy. But yeah, there you go. That's your Ventures 108 quest done. Fairly easy. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you found it useful, entertaining, and somewhat educational. And hopefully enough to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, if you wouldn't mind. But if not, I do appreciate you being here just to watch, and I will hopefully see you in one of the future videos. So thank you so much, and I will see you later.